Welcome to Mike's Miniatures and the first game of the Loners League. Yay. Okay, so we have the Creation Lions versus the Hammered Griffins today. We're going to do a couple of housekeeping rules before the game kicks off here for the ease of me by myself playing, because, you know, it's not a Loners League if you're not playing alone. So what's basically going to happen here, just to keep it as simple and straightforward for myself, all the teams are going to start with the players that came with them in the box. Okay, so we're in the case of like the Creation Lions here, they're going to have 2 blitzers, 2 throwers, 2 catchers, and the rest linemen. The dwarf team's going to have the 2 runners, the 2 blitzers, and the 2 troll slayers, and the rest of the linemen like that. As well as to keep the game kind of fair and fun, every team is going to start with 2 rerolls. There's no other inducements or things like that like you would normally find in a Blood Bowl board game. I'm trying to streamline this as much as possible. So they're still going to have no more than 11 players on the field at a time. So 1 player is going to be in the respective dugouts to sub in if necessary. Any injuries that happen to a player is going to continue on throughout the entire league. If there's a death that happens on the team, obviously we're going to follow the rules of paying for having them purchase a like an intern replacement for that same position of the player who died. If that happens within the game, we'll see what happens with this one if anybody dies here. Highly doubt it, but the dice can always surprise you. But yeah, those are kind of the real major changes that I'm doing. I can do that because my opponent agrees, and my opponent is basically myself as an AI. So I'm going to be as neutral as possible in this game. I'm basically going to let the dice decide which player will be activated and will make a judgment call on what that player would do. Still 1 blitz per turn, 1 throw, 1 catch. And obviously, if they have the ball, they're going to do their best to run to the other end, unless that doesn't make sense for their play style. So, but we will go through that. Anyways, so let's figure out who's going to kick the ball and who's going to receive. We're going to do this with a Blood Bowl token. Right here, we'll say tails, the eagle. We'll do the lions, heads, the Blood Bowl symbol for the dwarves. And it is the eagle. So they won the coin toss. I think they will want to receive the ball and let the dwarves play defensively. That seems to make a logical sense for the start here. So when we get back, we'll see how they set up the position. All right, the teams are all set and basically ready to go right here. We're just going to do a couple of things to make sure that we have this. First of all, we're going to roll for weather to see what it is, and that's going to be 2 D6s right here. I'm going to use my dice tower and my dice tray to kind of make sure it's random. We're looking at 5, 6, 7, which that makes perfect conditions. The weather's not too cold or hot. It's a warm, dry, and slightly overcast day. Perfect for a game of Blood Bowl. So this is a nice day. Weather's not going to affect any throwing, catching, or picking up the ball that way right here. We're going to see how many fans basically have shown up for the Lions versus the Dwarves. We're going to have the Lions be the red dice and the Dwarves be the green dice. So first, let's see how many fans shown up. We got a 2, so that's 2,000 fans in our wonderful arena known as my kitchen table. And for the dwarves, they also had 2,000 fans. Very good. So short, small game right here. It is the first game of the season for an unknown league. That makes perfect sense that we don't have that many showing up. Okay, so now it's the kickoff result. So the dwarves are kicking off to the elves right here. And we are going to say that the dwarf sets the ball right here. It is kicking off, but before it bounces or does anything, let's see from the kickoff table event what result we have. Rolling 2 D6s. So that's an 8. So there's a change of weather. Make a roll on the weather table as it applies to the result. If the weather conditions are perfect conditions as the result of the roll, the ball will scatter as normal as described in the rule book. So let's see if we have a change in weather. Roll of 5. So still perfect conditions, so same as normal. So let's see, this is, the ball hit right there. So we'll have our scatter template, having it match the logo right here. So we got 1, 8, 6, 3. Let's see here. So we'll need our, where'd my D8 go? Here's my D8. We'll have it be the green D8. And then I believe we need to do this as a D6 to see how many spaces it hops. So the D8 tells me what direction, the D6 means how many squares it goes. So we're going 2 hops to the direction of 2, which this case is in towards the line here. So right here we got 1, 2. And then I believe we're supposed to roll for it to bounce one more time because of perfect conditions. A 3, 1. So 3 means forward this direction, just one more bounce. And that's where our ball is going to settle for this first round. Now let's see what we do with the players here. So what we're gonna do, the elves would definitely try to get the ball first. So let's see how they go with this. All right, we're gonna start with our catcher right over here and see if they can come around and pick up this ball. Catchers have a movement of 8, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to pick up the ball. It's a 1, it's a fumble. So let's see how far the ball will bounce for them here. You're getting our D8 and the D6. It's gonna move to the 7, which is back diagonally 5 spaces. What a fumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh dear, and that is a turnover for the elves, failing to pick up the ball. Let's move on to the dwarves, turn 1. Our dwarven friends are going to do some movement phases right here. Dwarves, as I said, are not fast. The average lineman and that is only 4, and runners are the fastest at 6. So this lineman down here at the bottom, we're going to have him move 3 spaces. 2 right there. So he's in line with that character here. Then we're going to have this lineman go 1, 2 right there. This lineman go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this runner is gonna just stay where he's put here. Now, we're gonna start doing some tackling here. This blitzer is going to go into this blitzer on the team. Normally, they are equal strength, each having a strength of 3, so they would be rolling just a single dice. However, since he has an assist with the lineman right here, and the elf blitzer doesn't have any others, we're going to run it with 2 dice, and he gets to pick the favorable of the 2 right here. So starting with him right here, remember that if we get the skull, that's not good for these guys right here. So let's see what happens. We got a push and a pow. So we're going to do a pow with him, have him basically just shove the blitzer back. Coming from here, he can either go 1, 2, or 3. We're going to have him pick to push him back right here and just kind of follow up right there to keep him covered. The elf is knocked down. The elf blitzer's armor is 9. So let's see if the dwarf is able to roll higher than 9. He does. He rolls it as a 10. So that means he has hurt the elf. Let's see on a roll here of 10. Let's see with the injury, 2d6s, and see what the injury result was for breaking the armor. 6. And on a 6, the player is just stunned. So he is going to be knocked out for a turn. On the elf's next turn, when they're done, he is unstunned, and then he can stand up on the next turn after that. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing right here. I believe we move this lineman forward, right? Yeah. So we're going to do this one right here is going to go into that blitzer right there. He has the assist with this one and this one, so that will give, we're going to give him all 3 dice. That's the maximum we can do is 3, and he'll pick the result. All right, not the best results right here. It's more of a, let's see what we had here. I don't recognize the symbol. This is why when you're playing a Loners League here, it's nice to have another player, but we'll keep doing the best we can here. So we've got a stumble, a both down, and a both down. Let's see. Stumble, if the target is blocked action, it can choose to do the dodge skill. As a result, it becomes pushed back. Otherwise, the result's the same as a POW. So I think we're going to do that right here, have it result as a POW knock, and have him just follow up, pushing him that way. And we will see, since it's a POW knockdown, let's see if he even hurts him or breaks his armor. I doubt that he will. We're not that lucky twice. Yeah, and we're definitely not 4. So he's just fine. All right. Now the dwarves will have this guy go in and tackle him. It's going to be a single die because he doesn't have any dwarves supporting him. The one that would be supporting him is being basically blocked by that lineman. So it's a single die. And it is a push. He can only be pushed back one direction. And we'll have the Troll Slayer follow him. We'll do the other Troll Slayer, single strength against that one. Oh no, the Troll Slayer went down. So he goes right here. Can the elf, in the knocking him down, break his armor? Troll Slayer armor is not that big, I believe. Armor value 9, so it's the same as any other blitzer, despite them being designed to not look like they have any armor. So let's see if he breaks the armor of 9. So it's an 8. Rolled an 8. So the troll is good. But that results in a turnover for the dwarves. And so now we're on to elf team turn 2. Elf team turn 2. We're going to start. This guy is stunned. At the end of this turn, he can flip over and he'll stand up on the next turn. But this guy is going to stand up, sacrificing half of his movement. He's just going to stay there to kind of hold those dwarves back. We're going to have our thrower move over 3. 1, 2, 3. He's on top of the ball. Let's see if he can pick up the ball. Throwers have the agility of 2 up. So we are going to see with the D6, can he get a 2 or higher? 6, he's got the ball. He picks it up. All right. So he's moved 3 of his max movement of 6. So we're going to have him go 1, 2. So that makes his total of 5. And then this is clearly going to be the first throw of the game. He's going to throw to this catcher here, which has, it's within the first zone, which I just need to double check this. Okay, here. So there's no, because he is within the 1, there's no dwarf player that could potentially interfere. He's just going to roll a d6 like normal for his passing skill. The thrower has a 2-up passing skill to see if he can successfully throw it or fumble it. It's a 1. He fumbles the ball. Elves, what are you doing? You're supposed to be the best at this. Okay, so we're going to have it another D8 for the scatter template dice. If you remember, this was the template dice right here. The 1 is the Blood Bowl symbol is always facing the screen, so the 1's going that way. So D8 plus a D6 to see what direction and how many bumps. Moving to the 4, which is back that way, and 6 whole 1s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, it is all the way out there. What are the elves doing? This is not a game that they should be playing right now. So that results in a turnover on the elves, which means it's the end of their turn. So this elf is now can face up laying down, and on the next turn he can stand up. Dwarf team, turn 2, and we are going to stand up this Troll Slayer at the sacrifice of half of his movement, and we are going to have the dwarves punish the elves for their bad ball handling skills right here. We're going to have the runner right here in the back. He's going to use his full movement here of 6, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's have him go for it. Where is the other D6 here? There it is. So on when they go for it, we're going to roll a 6. That's his agility. So he needs a 3 or up. If he gets a, basically, he needs to roll higher than a 3. If he's less than that, he's going to trip and fall over himself, causing a turnover. So let's see if he can do this without falling over. Oh my goodness, the dwarf fell over. He got too greedy. So, he's going to go back to the 1, and he's just going to fall, causing a turnover for the dwarf team. So now we're going to go to elf team turn 3. Elf team turn 3, we're going to do all the standard pickups here. So this guy can now stand up at the sacrifice of half of his movement, and the elves are realizing their mistake here, and they're going to try to get their ball back here. So the thrower is going to move his maximum of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to try to pick up that ball again, which let's see if he can do it on a 2+. 6, he picks up the ball. And can he long bomb it here? I probably wouldn't do that. But let's see how much of a penalty it would be. Yeah, it would be like a 4 penalty. That is almost not worth it. Here, he has moved his advanced movements. The dice are not in his favor. So he will just hold on to the ball there. We will have our catcher right here move his maximum movement here. We're close to it. He can move up to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just so he can be much closer. Is he within the 1 right here? Yes, he's now within the 1, so that there is no penalty with the pass right here. All right, and then we're going to have the linemen here for the elves. They're just going to kind of redeploy a little bit here, having this lineman go all the way over here to help out with this blitzer right here. Let's have what is their movement here? I'm double checking my cheat sheets because I don't have everything memorized here. Lineman movement 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that helps him block right there. Let's have this lineman go after the Troll Slayer who hurted him. This elf can't assist because he's blocked here, but this catcher can assist with the here, so it's going to be 2 die. We'll see what happens with this Troll Slayer. And they are going to do the exact same thing with having him pushed back and potentially knocked down because he does not have the dodge skill. So Elf will just shove him back to right here and follow through. And now let's see if the Elf can even harm this dwarf. They have to roll above a 9. And they don't even roll above the 9. This thrower right here is going to then back up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to give us another option for our thrower for the catcher to catch. And what more can we do? Have we done everything? Looks like we've done everything here. Oh wait, no. So that thrower moves 6, 7, 8. So we'll have him move right there so that when this dwarf stands up, he has to dodge out of the tackle zone and risk getting that. So they're covering that dwarf right there. Yeah. Now it's a bunch of 1s here. I need to remember doing this. When you do the turn in the board game, you're supposed to turn your pieces around to say that you've done all their movements, throwings, and everything like that. Excuse me. And let's have this blitzer pull a blitz on this dwarf right here. And he is by himself with that. So let's have him roll a single die. Knocked down. Okay, so he's going to stay where he's at, but he's going to shove this dwarf back. And let's see if he can harm the dwarf's armor. That was a dwarf lineman, so his armor is 10 plus. So we basically need to do a 10, 11, or 12. And definitely not with a 5. So that armor is staying put. Seems as he's done a blitz, the blitz move itself counts as 1 square of his movement, if I understand right. So he has 6 more movement he can do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to back up here like that, just to encourage and protect the ball handler right there. And the other linemen, let's go ahead and have them try this elf against this dwarf right here. Where do they go? So it's 1 die. Knockdown. So he'll do a push back that way. Walk. No, he won't walk forward. Let's see if he can harm the dwarf's armor. Nope, definitely not. So he's fine right here. So that actually opens up where this one, when he goes here, he can basically assist him that way. That's kind of how I'm ruling it. Now, if you guys who are watching these videos and obviously are probably freaking out in the comment section, is like, you're not playing Blood Bowl right. That's not how the turn goes. That's fine. Please just put it in the comments. Don't be a jerk about it, but be respectful. I'm still learning this game, and I'm just kind of doing this as a fun game on my own here. So just work with me on that one, and as I work with you, and we'll eventually learn how this game works. So this lineman's going to go up against here with the assist that's not being blocked by any dwarf player. We're going to do 2 die. And we have basically a knockdown. He is going to push him back, try to knock him down, and let's see if he actually hurt him. He's going to move forward with him. He rolled a 9, but we needed a 10, so he didn't even hurt him. And finally, this elf battling this dwarf right here with the assist doing 2. A knockdown. Let's push him back here. Follow up. And let's see, can you break the armor of 10? Definitely not. Weak punch elf, come on. And this will be a single die against the Troll Slayer with this lineman. It's just a push. So we'll push him back and follow through with him like that. And that is every elf player has done a turn. So that's the end of their turn 2. Now it's on to the dwarfs next turn. All right, now it's time for dwarf team turn 3. We have a lot of standing up to do right here. So first of all, this is what any dwarf would do anyway. We would have him stand up, him stand up, him stand up, him stand up, and him stand up. So we'll have them turn their backs to the elves, saying that they have done that. These two dwarves, they're going to move their maximum. Both of them are linemen, and they move a maximum of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, just to kind of spread it out here. We're going to have the runner stand up here to kind of block this catcher. And now we are going to take no, we won't take any risks right here. Let's move him, this runner, 1, 2, 3, and have him blitz with the help of the Troll Slayer. So we're going to roll 2. Let's see if he can knock him down. Oh ho ho, he knocks him down and pushes him. Can he break his armor? Armor for the elf lineman. Where did that D6 go? Missing a D6. Am I? No, it's right here. Okay, elf lineman armor is 8 up, so we need, let's see if the runner will be like a good lineman and break the armor. No, Snake Eyes, he didn't break the armor whatsoever. Okay, the troll had gotten up and has already done his thing. So this blitzer, let's have him attack that lineman. The elf has basically a block here, so it's just going to be 1 strength anyway. Let's see what they get. Oh, it's a knockdown. He's going to just knock him down right here and follow through. Let's see if he can break the armor for that lineman. Again, we need an higher 8 or higher. 7, he didn't quite break the armor. Okay, and that is basically all the dwarves. They've gotten up there. This was a simple turn for them. Get up and just lay down the brick wall, doing the defensive thing. As long as the ball can maintain all the way out over there and not all the way over here, there's a good chance that at the end of the first half, no team will have scored. Okay, top of turn 4. We are halfway through the first half here for the elves. The elves are going to do their stand-ups right here. 1 and 2. I'm just going to face them forward when they complete their turn. And we're going to have the elves try to earn some star player points again, having our thrower throw to one of the catchers. Okay, so it is a D6. Mr. Thrower, you need a 2 or higher to successfully throw the ball. Can you do it? He gets a 4. He successfully throws the ball, throwing it to this lineman right here. Nah, not the lineman, the catcher. Now, catcher, your agility skill is a 2+ as well. So you need a 2 or higher to catch this ball. Do you catch it? You catch the ball. Perfect. So catcher, you have a movement of 8. Which direction are you going to go? I think you're going to move towards here. This looks like the most promising of what you would do. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here. Just out of the tackle zone of these guys here. I'm not too close to the edge so you don't get shoved off to the Angry Dwarf fans. For this blitzer, he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Blitz into the Troll Slayer. Was equal strength. Oop, that's not the right dice. Let's use the right dice, Mike. Both down. However, let's see, the Blitzer, you have blocks, so you won't go down. Does the Troll Slayer doesn't have? They both have blocks, so they don't. In an instance of both down, they just basically cancel each other out. All right, so now we're going to do this guy. He can't blitz, but he can go 1, 2, 3 to cover that ball player. And then we can have this guy do 1, 2 to help double cover that player. And then we'll have this guy try to attack the Troll Slayer right here. Ooh, both down. This one has this troll has the block ability, so this elf gets knocked down instead because he does not have the block ability. Can the dwarf break the lineman's armor value of 8 or higher? No, it's a 7. He just barely doesn't break the armor, but he does knock him down, thus forcing a turnover for the elves. Let's see what happens now when we enter dwarf turn 4. Dwarf turn 4. What are we going to do now with you guys? Come on, Hammered Griffins. What you going to do? Here's what you're going to do. You are going to have... You're definitely running out of options here. But the Troll Slayer in the back right there, he does have a movement of 5. So we're going to have him leave the line and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll have this Troll Slayer go after the Blitzer and see if he can push the guy again. So rolling a dice because he doesn't have any support. Oh no, the Troll Slayer gets knocked down. Does the elf have the ability to break this Troll Slayer's armor of 9+? Oh. No, 6. So that forces a turnover for the dwarves right here. Thus, we're now going into turn 5 for the elves. It only makes sense now since the elves are now in their turn 5. They are going to have their ball carrier just run as fast as humanly possible. This catcher has a movement of 8, so he's just going to go straight down the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is he going to go for it? Let's see him go for it. He's got to pass an agility of 2 up. You can do this. I promise you can do this. Yes, he does it. Will he go for it again? Another, I believe now since he's going over it twice, he has to hit a 3 up. And he does it. Okay, that's the maximum that this elf can move right here. He is within the next turn able to score a touchdown unless the dwarves can come up with something right here. Let us see now if these elves can do any kind of a block right here. And having knocked this guy down right here, this Blitzer's probably feeling pretty confident and is just going to side pass now that his tackle zone is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, entering into his tackle zone like that. And yeah, he is, yes, he's going to blitz because he can do that right here, I believe. Blitzer, yeah, you have movement of 7, so you can. So it's going to be just one die against the Troll Slayer. And it's just going to be a push. He's going to push him back 1 and just follow up. That'll be his turn right there. Oh, and we made a mistake. The elf didn't stand up right here. So we're going to make him stand right up at the cost of half his movement, which for the lineman, again, is 6. So that's 3. So now he can go 1, 2, 3 right here. And so now the elves, these guys haven't done their turn yet. Neither have he. We're going to leave the thrower back there. He did a successful throw, so he's earned 1 star player point. And the elves are feeling pretty confident and cocky here. We're just going to pass turn and see if what the dwarves can do. So moving on to dwarves turn 5. Dwarves turn 5. This is looking really desperate for you guys. Let's have him stand right back up and have him move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, the elf is right here. Go for it, go for it. Let's have the troll go for it. His agility is 4 up. This is going to be a hard hit. He hit a 5. Can he do one more go for it? 6. He did it. He's covering the ball. He can't do any kind of a blitz action because that's his extreme max movement. I do remember something about that. So that's the dwarf turn with getting up to the ball player. We're going to have all these other dwarves basically do their max movement of 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack. This guy to this guy. Oh wait, that's the wrong dice. We need a actual block dice. Pow! Knocked him down. We're gonna push him over here and the dwarf is just gonna stay. Can he break the armor value? Now that lineman, which would be 8 up. Nope, he does not. Can this runner knock this guy down? This time he has an assist because of this player right here. Can he do it? He knocks him down. He's going to push him over right here and kind of free himself. Can he break the armor? We need, for the lineman, 8 or higher. He gets a 12. He hurt him. He hurt him. Great. Now, what on earth does he hurt him with? How bad did he hurt him? So, consulting the wound chart right here. Injury table, 2d6. Let's have the red dice. Let's see exactly what happens. He rolled an 8. The player is KO'd. This player is immediately removed from play and placed in the knockout box of their team's dugout at the end of the drive. So if we hit halftime or we do score a touchdown, there's a chance that the knocked out player will recover as described in the rule book. So this elf, poor elf, is in the KO'd box right here. Good play by the dwarves. All right, let's have this dwarf go into that elf right here. 2 die because he has a support. No, he doesn't have a support because this elf is blocking him, so it's a single die. Oh, dwarf down. Can the elf not hurt? Can the elf hurt him? The dwarf lineman has the armor value of 10 or higher, so let's see how lucky the elf is. Not that lucky at all, but that does cause a turnover. We are now going to go into elf turn 6. Elf turn 6, we're now going to do this having the one elf stand up at half of his movement. He has a lineman movement of 6, and he is just going to go back to 1 and cover that guy here. Here's the big gamble. Down here, let's have it zoom in a little bit right here. This elf needs to make a dodge, which is an agility of 2+. If he rolls basically a 1, this dwarf trips him, and the ball fumbles, and it's an automatic turnover, and the elves basically lose their big chance at it here. 2+s shouldn't be that hard. Can we do it? It's a 5. He does it. Down, Creation Lions. The score is now 1-0. It is at this point, even though there has been a touchdown on the field for the Creation Lions, We are still going to be going into turn 6 for the dwarves, but we are going to reset, and this time the dwarves are going to be the ones who are going to catch the ball. They have literally only 3 turns to see if they can try to get a touchdown before it is the halftime show. Let's see what they can do. As we're going about for the defensive line setting up, we need to see if the knocked out elf player is going to come back on a 4, 5, or 6 on a D6 die. He comes back on a 1 through 3. He stays out of the game for another round. He's a 5, so he's brought back in. All right, now it is time for the dwarf turn 6. And this is now for the kickoff. The elves are going to chuck the ball over here, and they're going to try to set it right here in front of this dwarf. Let's see on the template how much it scatters and in which direction it is going to scatter. So a D6 plus a D8 for the direction. So D8 for direction, a 9, which is, no, not 9. The D8 doesn't have 9, that's a 6. So 6 is going to go towards the line. How many squares? 2, 1, 2. And then because it's still good weather, or no, maybe it's not good weather. Let's roll the dice here to make sure the weather table. 6, 7, 8, 9. What does that weather tell us? What does the forecast tell us today with the start of this next drive right here? It tells us it's still perfect Blood Bowl conditions. So we're going to do one more bounce, just like we did with the original roll-off. A D8 for the direction. That'll be a 7, which is going slightly that way. How many squares? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, the dwarves are all the way too far out. They were thinking it would come back further, not all the way out there. Okay, let's see what the dwarves can do. We're going to have them start by moving all of their guys as far as they can go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is you doing back here? False start. You would have him on the line right here. Count that as his movement. And that's about it, I think. They basically all moved. No one can blitz except for what should we do? Let's have the Troll Slayer go up against that elf. It's a 1 because this dwarf is assisting him. It's just a push. So we'll have him push here and follow through. This dwarf, he can, well, he has support from that Troll Slayer. Let's have him roll 1. A push as well. The Troll Slayer, while he has support, let's have him bolt down. He has blocks, so that's going to knock this elf down, bringing him forward. Does he break that elf's armor? Where's my D6s? There you are. Elf armor for a lineman is 8+. 7 doesn't break the armor. And finally, we'll have this blonde dwarf right here go up against that lineman right there with a single die. Both down. That is okay. So he'll take that, knocking them down and causing the turnover. The elf, let's see, did the dwarf break the elf lineman's armor at 8+? 8? So he did. What does he do to the poor elf? Rolled a 7. Let's say for the injury. Player is stunned. So knocked down. Now how about what did the elf do to the dwarf? Can he break the armor when he was on his way down? Nope. But that causes a turnover. Time for elf turn. Team turn 7. Elf turn 7. They are definitely not wanting the dwarves to have a chance at the ball here, so they are going to have their catcher go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can the catcher pick up the ball on a 2+ with the pickup? Is it 2+? I swear it is. I'm losing my marble. Yes, it is 2+. He picks up the ball. He's just going to stay right there. All the other elves are going to do their best to shove the dwarves back. We're going to have this elf go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have this throw against him there. Should be 1. Knockout. Can he break the armor of 10? Oh wait, this is a blitzer. Is the armor higher? Yeah, yes, it's 10. Nope, can't break the armor. This may be rash, but we're going to have the elf next to him, the blitzer, try to go up against this lineman. So here's the problem. We've got 1, but it'll be 2 dice, and it's going to be in the dwarf's favor. That's not a die. So it's just going to be a push because the dwarves are going to elect for that to be a push, and he'll follow through right here. And elves don't kind of want to risk it. They like keeping it here, so they're going to kind of take a knee and go into dwarf's turn 7. Dwarf's turn 7, they're going to have him stand up, him stand up. We're going to have the runner 1, 2, 3, 4 blitz into that elf. He has 1 die. Let's see what he can do. It's a push. We'll push him up here and follow through. We'll have these dwarves tackle this blitzer, 2 die. Ooh, we have the stumble. Nothing happens. So, right. That was 1 dwarf. The other dwarf is going to try it again. Pow, that's more like it. He's going to push him over here, knock him down. Can he break the armor? For the blitzer of an elf, it's 9+. He can break the armor. What kind of wound does he do to him? It's a 9. What does a 9 say? That's not the 9. KO, the blitzer is knocked out. Okay, this player is going to go up against that elf right there. Let's see what he can cause. It's a push. Push him out there and he will stay where he is. Let's have these dwarfs go up against him. Giving 2. Ooh, knockout. Push him down. Follow up. And can he harm the armor? This is also a blitzer that he knocked down, I believe. So we need 9 or higher. It's a 9. What does he do? 12. Uh-oh. 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 It's a casualty. The player becomes a casualty and is immediately removed from play and placed in the casualty box of the team's dugout. The coach of the opposing team rolls on the casualty table to determine exactly what happened to the player as follows. Let's see. So this blitzer is under the casualty. As a casualty, we're going to roll the 16-sided die. 15 or 16, the player's dead. Let's see what happens. It's a 12. This is a serious injury, IN and MNG. So this blitzer is going to have a serious injury on him. That could be devastating starting the first game. We already have somebody who's injured badly. But it's not lasting, thank goodness. It was one more point, it's lasting, and it would have gone throughout the rest of the season. So he has a chance to recover after a game. And with that, I think the Dwarves are going to call that their turn 7. And let's move forward with this. Elf's turn 8. Now, elves are going to be cheeky little buggers, and we're going to see if he can dodge out. He needs a 2 up to dodge the ball handler. Oh no, he doesn't. He stumbles. Where does the ball fumble off to? We need a direction. 4. 4 is go towards a thing. How many squares? 4. That's 1, 2. See, he was in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The ball's getting back there. And that automatically causes a turnover. Let's see, probably not going to anything happen, but we can give it a shot. Dwarf runner is going to try to take this shot here. He's going to see if he can make an agility to get past that lineman. That's in that, no, not lineman. That's a catcher. The runner has a agility of 3 up, so we need to have a 3 or higher. He does. So he's going to do 1, 2, 3, whoop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it. Can he pick up the ball? Well, he got a 3, so he made it. Can he pick up the ball, though? He picks up the ball. Can he go for it? No, he fumbles. He didn't quite make it to the touchdown. Since he fumbled, does he break his own armor? That's probably something I needed to be doing. He does break his own armor. Oh my goodness. Does he suffer an injury? No, he was just stunned. It was the 7. So that is end of turn 8, and thus we are now at halftime. Score is 1-0, but the Elves have a casualty and injury for somebody who is out of the game as far as I am aware. So we will pick this right back up after we set up. We will, since the Dwarves have a turn, the Elves get another handle at the ball. Okay, so since the Dwarves didn't make their touchdown, and they have to kick the ball over to the Elves on the top of the second half and final half of the game, they are going to kick the ball, and they're going to set it right here. The Elves are keeping their blitzer in the dugout zone, and they substituted him with another one of their throwers, the other co-team captain right here, and we will see what they can do with that. So the ball's going to be right there. Let's see on a D8 what direction it goes. To the 9, towards the Elves. A total of 1 square. Check to see how the weather's doing. Total of 8. So on the weather scale, that should be a good weather. Yes, it is. So one more bounce. D6 for how many? It's going to go 5. In what direction? In 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way back there. Ooh, the dwarves are doing much better with the kickoff at getting the ball down to the end zone than the elves were in trying to catch it. They just had to run the darn thing instead of throw it. But that's okay. So start of the top here, we are going to have the elves go and try to pick up that ball with their thrower, who's going to move his 6 inches, the one who just subbed in. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can he pick up the ball on a 2+? He can. 5, 6, moving it forward, and he's going to try to throw it to this catcher here. Can he do it on a 2+? He successfully throws. Can the catcher catch this? He needs a 2 up for agility for catching. Oh no, he fumbles it. He rolled a 1. So that ball is going to go in what direction? To the 4, back towards the elves. How many squares? 4 squares. So 1, 2, 3. It is out of the field. So now from here, we're going to see what direction it's going to be coming in at. So 1 to 2 this way, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. So 3 to 4, 1, 2, it's going to go in a that way direction. How many squares? 5. It's thrown out to right there. Let's see which direction the ball is going to go again. To the 2. 4 squares. So that would put us at 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to put it right on the edge. Right there. Almost back to where it was originally. Okay, that's the turn for the elves. They totally fumbled it. Now it's on to dwarf turn 1. Dwarf turn 1, they are just going to rush this team right here with all of their open players. So they can move, this is a blitzer. I think blitzers move 5, or do they move 4? Blitzers move 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have him go for it. His agility as a blitzer is 3 up. Can he do it? Can he do it? Yes, he can. And he's going to blitz that elf catcher. Let's see if he, first of all, can he do it? Yes, he can. And he is going to roll. What did he do to the elf? He just shoved the elf back here and followed him up since he passed the go for it. We're going to have this blitzer do the same thing. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have this troll slayer go up against this elf right here. Oh no, he's down. He got knocked down. Can the elf harm his armor? No, he doesn't, but that's a turnover for the dwarves. Elf turn 2 up next. Elf turn 2, we're going to see what they're going to do now. They're going to go 1, 2. Can he pick up the ball? Needs a 2 up. He does. 3, 4, 5, 6. That is his max movement as a thrower. And he's going to try to toss the ball to this other thrower. He's going to have basically a -1 because it's in the 2 lane. So instead of with his passing ability as a thrower 2 up, he now needs a 3 up. Oh, and he doesn't throw it very well. It's causing another fumble. Good heavens. What direction will it go? Whoop, use the tower. It's going to go 3, which goes towards the dwarves. How many spaces? 1 space. And that's a turnover on the elves. Going to dwarf, turn 2. We're going to do something completely crazy, okay? We're going to have that blitzer try to go for the ball. So he needs to roll a 3-up to dodge out of the elves' tackle zone. He does it with a 6. He's out, and he's going to go over here, and he's going to try to pick up the ball. He needs a 3-up again. He picks up the ball. We got a blitzer with the ball. Who'da thunk? Stay on there, please. There you go. And we're going to have him blitz. I should have declared a blitz before, but I'm going to let it slide. So he's going to blitz against that team captain here. What does happen? He has block, and it's a bolt down. He's going to knock him down. Ooh, push him over here. 3, 4. What does he do to wound it? Can he wound him? Is more the question. Oh, I'm missing a die. There's the die. Okay, so what did you do? Snake Eyes didn't hurt him, but he is moved 4, 5. That's his max movement, so he's going to go for it 1. To go for it, he needs a 3 or higher. He did it. Is he going to go for he's going to go for the touchdown? He does it. It's touchdown for the Lions Griffins. Our score is 1-1 at the top of the second half. The Dwarves have done it. I did not even see that coming right here. I'm sure that there was probably rules that I missed, but you know what, guys? That was definitely worth it right here. This is all for storytelling at this point. And here we go on the top of turn 3 for the Elves right here. Very embarrassing start for the second half. They've got a tied game, which would be good for them in the league to have a good start, but a win would have been better. Mirroring what they basically just did. Oh, that's an illegal right here. We're going to move him right here so that we only have the 2 in the out zone. The Dwarves are all lined up. They want to rush this field as quick as they can. They are going to kick the ball, and they're going to try their luck again and have it right here in the center. And let's see on the weather table, how is the weather doing today, Bob? 9. 9 for the weather is perfect conditions. So this ball is going to bounce for its first bounce in what direction? Towards the 7, which is towards the Elves just down the corner here. How many squares? 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to have it bounce yet one more time towards the 6, which is back towards the Elves' end. 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the Elves have it all the way back there. Let's see if I can turn this camera a little bit here. Sorry for the shaky right here, but this is getting really exciting right here. Elves, what are you going to do? Well, we swapped places because we figured that this one was the one who was fumbling and made him lose the goal. And this guy was going to go here. So now he's going to make his move as the thrower, make his maximum move here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So can he pick up the ball? This is the one who's already has a star player point for being good. He picks up the ball. 5, 6, moving it forward. And now he is going to attempt to throw the ball to this thrower. And he's going to need a 2 up to perfectly pass it. He does. He perfectly passes it with the 4. Can the elf catcher catch it? Now the catcher needs, with this, let's see, catchers need to catch the ball on a 2-up. Then he catches the ball. So what's the catcher gonna do? How's he gonna move this? He's gonna move his full movement of 8, I believe. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blitz into him. Oh no, it's a both down. But if that's a blitzer, he is blocked. He's not down. So this thrower, that was a bad move on my decision here. He gets down. Does the dwarf break his armor? We will find out here momentarily if I can find. There's the dice. Snake Eyes doesn't break the armor, but the ball does scatter. Which direction is it going to scatter? To the 5, which is just from here. That's going to be outside the field, so it doesn't really matter, but we're going to roll 5, so it's outside the field. So from here, remove him because the ball came in from right here. Which direction is it going to go? Towards the 5, back towards the dwarves. How many spaces? 3. So that is a 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's good news for the elves that it's further back there, but it's behind this wall of dwarves, and that causes an automatic turnover. We are now going to go to dwarf turn 3. Dwarf turn 3, we're going to have these guys have their runner go back 1, 2 and try to pick up this ball. The runner has the agility of 3-up, so he has to catch this ball, pick up the ball on a 3-up. He picks it up. And when he finishes out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he jumps over that player because he doesn't have a zone. Perfect. I'm sure there's a rule there, but I'm just I'm at that point. I don't know. So if there is a rule about players not going over other players when they're in the movement, let me know. I think it's technically a foul. So you know what? I think I'm going to run that as a foul. Can he... Let me double check the rules on for a foul. Once per turn, a player... Okay, so basically the foul is I'm going to roll to see if I can break the armor as I go over him. And if I hurt him, great. If I don't, that's fine. He got over the guy. He doesn't break the armor. He is a catcher. His armor is an 8 and we rolled a 7. We do need to roll if I get doubles of any kind, so 2 1s, 2 2s, all the way up to 2 6s, any doubles, my runner got caught and is sent off the field. Not doubles, so he's safe. Let's have him go for it. 1, 3 up. Makes it, goes for it again. Oh no, he doesn't. He fumbles. Oh. Does he hurt himself? No, does he? No, he doesn't. But where does the ball scatter to? To the 2. Which way is the 2? It's back towards the main line. How many spaces? 5. 1, 2. He has a chance to catch it on the lineman has the agility is 2 up. Whoop. Let's not do that. Oh, he'll catch the ball as it was fumbling. Perfect. That results in a turnover. Elves turn 4 is next. All right, Elves turn 4. We're going to have this elf. We're going to do some shenanigans here. This elf is going to stand up, and this elf is going to move 1 and blitz into the lineman here. Let's see if he can hurt him. That's not even the right dice. Let's roll that dice and see. Knockout. Pushing him down. No, him down. Does he even break that armor 10? 10 or higher. Come on. No, 3. He doesn't do it. Okay, so this elf who caught the ball, the lineman has a movement of 6, so he's going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is going to go for it. Linemen need a 2 up on the agility. He does it. Can he do another agility? No, he doesn't. He fumbles. Oh, goodness gracious, this is a fumbling nation. So what direction will the ball fumble? It's going to fumble to the 4 towards the line. How many spaces? 2. So from the elf's perspective here, that's 1, 2. Right there is where the ball's going to land. That is the end of elf turn 4. Time for dwarf turn 4. Dwarf turn 4, we're going to stand up the runner, and we're going to stand up the blitzer. We're going to have, of all people, we're going to have a lineman run to the back and actually try to pick up the ball. The lineman has an agility of 4 up, so we'll see if he can do it. 1, 2, 3. Can he pick it up? We need a 4 higher. He just picks it up and is going to move to 1. And then this runner is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll leave it right there. This dwarves are going to then run 1. This is a blitzer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're just going to do a crap load of attacks. We're going to have 2 dice to get this Troll Slayer against that elf. It's going to push and follow through. This Troll Slayer into that elf to get an extra bonus. Whoop. He's going to push. No. Yes, he's going to push. Okay, now this dwarf is going to go against that elf. He's going to pow, knock him down, and follow through. Can he break the armor of the elf? Elf lineman being only an armor of 8+. He does. He breaks the armor. What is the effect of the roll? An 8. The player is KO'd. We've knocked down another elf out of the field. That is sweet. So now that frees up these 2 dwarves right here who are going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be the end of dwarf turn 4. Moving on to elf team turn 5. Elf team 5 is now going to turn 5. This elf's going to stand up, and he is going to, that's half of his movement. And the elf team lineman only has a movement, now has just 3. So he's going to take his chances, go 1, 2, blitz. It's a single die. Can he do it? He just does a push. So he's going to push him right here and follow through. That elf is kind of precarious around these little guys, but at least he has done his duty. This elf is going to attempt a tackle here, and it's going to be a push. That pushes him off the field, which means this dwarf needs to roll to see if he's got his armor broken. Nope, Snake Eyes, he's just fine. He's just off the field in the knockout zone. So, that's this. Elf is going to go 1, 2, 3 to help cause up disturbance. Blitzers move 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to tie things up there. Throwers will move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the catchers move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those elves are kind of outnumbered, and I don't want them to, they're tying up those dwarves well, so they will kind of like hold the line there and not do it in pass turn over to dwarves turn 5. Let's see, we're going to have this this dwarf blitz into the attack that one. He is going to have just a single die. Oh no, he's knocked down. Oh dear. Does his armor break on him? We need a 10. No. But that's a turn over. That was dwarf turn 5 on to elf turn 6. Elf turn 6, we're going to have this elf, obviously, he's going to do what he wants to do, and he's going to charge right into that dwarf holding the ball. Can he do it? He just pushes. And he'll follow through like that. We're going to have the blitzer then attack and see if he can knock the ball from his hand. Ooh, yes, he does. He knocks down the runner because he has block. It's a effect like that. So he doesn't, the blitzer has the block ability and doesn't fall. Where does this ball go to? What direction? Towards the 8, which will make it go back that way. How many squares does it go? 6. We're going to have a chance at an intervention of a 2 up. Can the elf do it? He obviously catches it, but he can't do anything about it. We're going to have this lineman go their full amount here of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just assist with that. The thrower is going to go his 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this catcher, see, the dwarf is one. Kind of help with that runner, block that runner right there. And I think that's basically it with its there. So they are going, that was the elf turn 6, I believe. I'm already losing count. This is getting to be a very exciting quick game. We're going to move on to the dwarf turn next. Dwarf turn 6. Now we're now going to have all the dwarves stand up. And we're going to have this blitzer just go for it at this elf. He is, let's see, this elf kind of stops him, this elf kind of stops him, that elf stops him. So it's going to be just a single die right here. Let's see what the blitzer can do. If I rolled the right dice, that would help. Oh, he's a knockdown. So he'll just push the elf, knock him down. Where does the ball travel to? It's going to travel to the 1. It's going to go right back onto the dwarf here. Direction, how many spaces will it go? 4. Can the dwarf pick it up? The blitzer, is probably definitely not going to pick up the thing right here because he has an average of 4 up, but we will give it a try. Can he pick it up? No. Ball continues. Can the lineman pick it up? Also on a 4. He does. Lineman catches the ball. This is like a free-for-all handle the ball here. Just boom, 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 boom. Who says that Blood Bowl isn't exciting, right? There we go. We'll show that you have the ball like that. Okay. Since you have the ball, can you dodge out of this guy's zone? Hopefully that's not an omen. We need for agility for that lineman is a 4 up. Let's give it a shot. 6, he does. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna go for it because we just want to see him go for it. 4 up. He does it. Can he go for it again? Cock dice. No, he doesn't. He trips. Good grief. Another fumble towards the 5, which is back this way. How many spaces? We're going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a turnover for the dwarf team right there. On to the next turn, which I believe is turn 7 for the elves. Turn 7 for the elves. We're going to have a thrower come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick it up on a 2+. He does. 4, 5, 6. He's going to attempt to throw it because this is a desperate pass here. He's just right in the line here. So we need I believe the thrower for his pass is a 2 up. He does. Can this thrower catch the ball though? They normally toss the ball. They don't normally catch the ball. So let's see. Can he do it on the 2+? He just does it. Okay, and the Lions thrower moves a total of 6. Can he do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's right there. He's going to go for it. He needs a 2 up. If he rolls a 1, he doesn't touchdown. He rolls a 6. It's a touchdown for the Lions. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Lions. And that ends their turn. We are going to go to the top. Actually, having hit the turns, there's only 1 turn left with each one, and this is being our first game. The dwarves are going to take the knee on their turn, and the elves will take a knee on their turn, thus ending the game at 2-1. Creation Lions just barely, oh my gosh, barely squeaking that last point for the win of the game. This seriously looked to me like it was just going to be a draw. Yeah, that was intense to say the least right here. Now, for those of you, obviously I've said this before, this was clearly not the best way to play Blood Bowl. It's much better having an opponent with you that can help you keep track of the rules. I am just one person who has a hard time reading with dyslexia and things like that, so I'm doing the best I can with memorizing the rules and things like that, and I did take some liberties since this is my league by myself, the Loners League. We'll see kind of what happens, and I'm trying to let the dice tell the story. I'm going to pick that the guys do effects, but the dice will tell me if it succeeds or not. So in this case, the elves just barely won. This is the thrower with the black hair. He is the new one, and the brown hair did another. So Don Passer got another star point, and Thaler Swiftwind got a star point. And on the dwarf side, Krugen Blackbrow did the touchdown, the blitzer, so he earned a star point. And Cellular Sunstep did the first touchdown of the game. That was our catcher right there. So a total of 5 star points were earned during this game. So the one team captain, the brown-haired elf right here, is going to have 2 star points. The other team captain has only 1. And the runner, Sunstep, that was this guy with the reddish-brown hair. He's earned a star point. But the blitzer who did that touchdown for the Dwarves, I believe it was this guy right here in the black. He is Blackbeard. Is it black? No, it's the white-bearded one. He did the touchdown for the Dwarves here. He's going to earn that star player point, and possibly I'll be looking at the books here and seeing how many points it takes to get a level up on a skill. And this was a unique little game, first game of the Loners League. I appreciate all of you who have tuned in to watch this rather long video. Until next time, I've been Mike, and this is Mike's Miniatures, and we'll talk with you later.